In this series of additions, we are seeing what happens when we add two negative numbers, when we add numbers to negative numbers. So as you can see in green, I've got negative 5, and each time I'm adding a number to it. So here I'm adding 5 to negative 5. So negative 5 add 5 is 0. Negative 5 add 4 is negative 1. So as you can see, as the red numbers go from being more positive to more negative, the numbers or the answer is getting smaller. So for example, negative 5 add negative 3 is negative 8. So if we look at this in more detail, we've got negative 5 add negative 4. The answer is negative 9. So some people like to think when they see a positive and a negative together like that, they like to think of it as a negative. So take away. So it's negative 5, take away 4. So if I'm already at minus 5, negative 5, and if you take away another 4, you will be at negative 9. The answer will be negative 9. So by just looking at the pattern, you can see that if you add more negative numbers, your answer will be smaller and smaller. So using this idea, as you can see, negative 5 add negative 1, the answer is negative 6. So some people like to think of it as just the plus and the minus here just becomes a minus. So it's negative 5 take away 1, and the answer is negative 6. So here negative 5 plus minus, so the plus minus here they like to see it as a negative, as a takeaway. So minus or negative 5 plus negative 2, we know the answer is negative 7, but you could also do it like this. So negative 5 take away 2, and the answer is negative 7, and so forth. So we'll do one more here. So it's negative 5 add negative 3. We know the answer is negative 8, but you can think of it as minus 5 minus 3 equals minus 8. But I think I prefer to visualize this on a number line. So as you can see, we start off with an easy example. I'm starting off at negative 5, so the man is standing at negative 5. Then the operation is plus, so the man has to turn to his right in the positive direction. So as you can see, he is facing the right now. So we're adding, it's a positive number there, 5. So it's going to take 5 steps forward. Remember, if this number is positive, then we just walk forwards. If it's negative, then we walk backwards. So since it's positive, we're walking forwards by 5 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So as you can see, the man will end up, if he takes those steps, he will end up at 0, like so. So using the same idea, because we're starting at negative 5 in green here, you can see the man is standing at negative 5. And then the operation is plus, so he's going to face the right, like so. And then what are we adding this time? Maybe it's better to put in a bracket. We're adding negative 1. So if we're adding a positive number, he would walk forwards. But because we are adding a negative number, he's going to walk backwards. He's going to walk backwards by 1 step because negative 1. So he's going to go from minus 5 to 1 to minus negative 6. Going back 1 step, he will be at negative 6, like so. So remember, because it was negative 5, we started at negative 5 here, and then because it was a plus operation, the man faced the right, and then because it's adding negative 1, the man walked backwards by 1, and he ended up at negative 6.